What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in. I'm going to make this one as quick as possible because this is very important. This is all really, really important information, and it's a ton of information packed in, so I'm going to try and go as quick as possible on each individual step. If I miss something or I don't clarify enough, just comment in the comments or join our Discord group, and we will do our best to help you out with everything related to this product, and then also all of the other products that we cover in this channel. So just join the Discord. Long story short. Second story is the PTDefender team has been updating like crazy, which has actually been really, really reaffirming to me as an affiliate, especially with the fact that they're contacting their affiliates and they're saying things like, listen, we want to make sure that you guys have all of the proper information about the product and how to kind of go about explaining this product. What can you do to explain this product? It's difficult. This is a very confusing product, and there's been so many questions, and it's difficult for me to reply, let alone them. I don't even know what that's like. So I wanted to make this video to clear up a few different things that I'm seeing all the time. Things like, well, I guess we can get back to this. Things like downloading and installing. Very, very simple if you're using Mac OS and Windows. I haven't heard many questions from them. If you're using a VPS and stuff, or you're using like the command line, or you're using, what was it? Linux was here before, but now they've changed it to this. And I'm just not that familiar with this information. So I would just direct you to the PTDefender guys, because they're going to be able to help you a little more significantly on that information. So I recommend just either hitting up their support or going into their Discord chat, whatever it is. That was one question. How to download and install a new version? Very, very simple. You go in here, you can go to their website, or you can go to the wiki, you can go to code, go to releases, and you can see even how often they're updating bugs, and you can see what they're updating, which is super impressive to me for being such a new product. This is also, once again, it's just kind of reaffirming to me that like these guys are trying to do it right. And anytime they're seeing a bug or an issue or even a feature request, this was cool because somebody probably asked like, where are the logs? Because I got asked if there's any logs so they can see if there's a problem with this waiting for buy status. And I got asked probably 20 times, hey, is there any logs to see if my PTDefender is frozen? And like, no, there was no logs. But now look at this. Like now with the newest update, version 1.2.1, you have a log. And if anything comes up red in here, then you know that there's some information that is not going right with the mathematics on the back end. So that's really, really cool. Seeing it all white means you're good. You can see exactly what PTDefender is doing, and this is cool stuff. So very good update there. I was really happy with that. Not sure what this one did. Didn't really elaborate much, but I'm just staying up to date, because if they are updating the application side, from what I've been told and from looking at the wiki and everything is being built in a way that is in their back end servers. And so any updates and fixes to like, I've been told that it's like mathematics, and I don't really know what else you would update, to be honest, but they can do that from the back end. Whereas with Profit Trailer and all of these other guys, they have to release a new update on their front end for the most part, from what I understand. I could just be butchering this, so maybe just stop listening to me about that. So we'll just kind of get into what PTDefender does. So how does this thing work? So as you can see, this is going to be very important. So follow with me. Even if you think you understand what it's doing, I've been getting too many questions about what this product is that I just have to have you listen to me on this. This is ZRX, right? So I have 62 coins of ZRX. NAV is also one of my non-defended coins. It's in my holdings. It is in my pairs log, because it's at negative 0.91%, whereas ZRX is sitting at negative 26%, and I've had this coin for a while. Okay, so I'm down about $20 on this coin. What PTDefender is going to do, and this is difficult, so you're going to have to follow along as best as possible, is it's going to take the 62 coins. It's going to break those coins up into two portions, okay? One of the portions is going to be very large. Like it's going to be like 60 coins or 61 coins will be placed in a pending sell order on your exchange account. Now I'm being very like dumbed down because this is one of the most common questions I get. Why is PTDefender posting a pending sell order? Why would it do that? Guys, this is the entire point of this product. It is to break up these coins into two completely different portions. One will get put into a pending sell order on your exchange. So I will demonstrate. Okay. Just use the default, whatever. You can change your settings. We'll talk about these later. Let it do its thing. It is breaking up your coins into two pieces. Remember, we started with 62 of them. So it is now finished. And as you can see, we are on round one. Let's go into our exchange. Let's go into open orders. And you will be able to see that it placed a limit order, sell order for 61 coins on the exchange. What that means is you have one coin held back in your dust log. So it's somewhere in here, which is ZRX. It should be sitting right here. How many coins in here? One coin. I hope everybody is following along. This is extremely important. So what PTDefender is now doing is it is waiting for the buy on ZRX. So all it's doing in this stage is waiting for profit trailer. A lot of people are asking me, why is PTDefender not buying my coins? Well, guys, PTDefender has nothing to do with the buying of these coins. Profit trailer drives the buying and selling of these coins. So PTDefender is simply just watching what is happening on profit trailer's end. And if profit trailer rebuys ZRX, then PTDefender will change this status to something different. And I forget what it's called. It's like something else with buy in it. And that's when it buys. Oh, here it is. It just happened. So it's finalizing the buy. This is great that this happened live on my screen. So it's finalized the buy. It's waiting for the sell now. So it's broken up my coins. It's finalized the buy. So let's look at my ZRX. Takes about, and that was another thing that I've gotten a ton of questions on. I hope you guys all just caught that. It was 0.000. That was what ZRX was. It takes a few seconds, maybe 10 or 15 seconds for the price to show up. So everybody's saying like, oh, it went to 0.000 and I stopped defending and then it never worked again. Well, just let it do its thing. Just let it work itself out because it's still trying to find the price of that coin. And so the coin is constantly changing, right? Your target percentage in your settings is what you want this bag value to look like after PTDefender has repurchased the coin. So if that makes sense, we have our ZRX that we had just purchased. So we'll go into the exchange and I'll give you a trade history. So what happened here is these are the two orders that just occurred. So remember, we started with 61 coins, I believe. No, 62 coins. All right. So this is really important. My max rebuy percentage was set to 100. If you go to the wiki and read about what this percentage is, you'll understand exactly what's happening. So if you look at your exchange account, you'll see two separate buys. The first one is profit trailer initiating a buy on ZRX. My holding that I just started defending, and this was amazing that it actually worked real time live. So what that did for profit trailer or for PTDefender, if you remember, it said finalizing buy. What that was doing was buying this again because your max rebuy percentage was set to 100. If you read the setting, we started with 62 coins. Profit Trailer only purchased 31 coins, which means that PTDefender, to make your math correct and get these situations all dialed in, whatever they're doing on the back end, it needed to buy another set of coins in order to get your target percentage at negative 0.50% or whatever we set for that coin. So that is why you're seeing two separate purchases in your exchange account, is because that's what it's designed to do. It's waiting for Profit Trailer. The minute Profit Trailer, or not even the minute, the second Profit Trailer makes this purchase, PTDefender then comes in and purchases as well. So obviously you can also keep track of kind of what prices they were purchased at. So you can get an idea of where your actual target percentage might end up, because Profit Trailer purchased at this price. PTDefender purchased at this price. This price is lower than this price, which means that it is falling. The price action is falling. And so when we look at ZRX, the price action has clearly fallen in a very short amount of time. Our target percentage was set to like 0.5 or something like that. So it's not completely perfect. Like, the markets are going to move, and this is why your buying strategies are very important. So this brings me to my next topic, which is my buying strategies, which I'm trying to find here. Yep, this one will do. Okay. So these are my Defender settings with PTFeeder. And this is going to be extremely important. So I kind of explained for the most part how Defender and, Profit Trailer are kind of tied together, because it all has to do with Profit Trailer's buying strategies. And what that leaves us with is this information here. So a couple things that I noticed when testing, and this is not perfect. These settings are definitely not perfect. I might release these. You can look at them right now on screen. I'm still testing these 100%. So I don't want anybody to think like these settings are perfect and they're going to make me millions of dollars because now we have PTDefender and we're all going to be fine because we have a bag busting strategy. No, like, I am still testing this. PTDefender has enough settings and enough different like variances of how you can use this product to where I am still honing this in to find the best thing. Like, this is almost as intense as like setting up a PTFeeder or something like that, because you need to come up with a strategy on how you're going to combine all of these trading softwares. And so that's what I'm trying to do in this video as well. So what we'll do is we'll kind of just go over the important stuff. Enabled coins only. This is something that was added to the wiki and gave me a decent idea. We can go to the wiki, go to, I think it's this one. Yeah, so it says here, you can do like enabled pairs. So the biggest problem that everybody is seeing right now, I think, is waiting for buy. This is, for whatever reason, the most frustrating stage for everybody. They start PTDefender, they start a coin, and then they're like, oh my God, it's been in waiting for buy, and it was updated at 5:15 p.m. and it's, 24 hours later. What is going on? Well, everybody thinks that it's PTDefender just not working. Well, PTDefender is working fine. It's your Profit Trailer or PTFeeder buying strategies that are the ones that are jacked up, and you need to go change those to make sure that your bot is even looking at buying the coins that you're defending. Because if you start defending a coin and your Profit Trailer isn't even looking to buy that coin, you are going to sit in that coin being defended, doing nothing forever. And so that's something that I want to make crystal clear to everybody before we kind of dive into the actual settings. So we'll just kind of get into the settings here, because I just wanted to go over a few of like sort of the the cheat codes that I've been using, because as you can see, like even on just this video and the time frame that I've been making it, we've been cranking through some sales, and you can really see, like, I mean, I guess the pairs aren't that close to zero. I've been defending these for a while. It appears that there's definitely been, there's upswings and downswings. It's just normal. You're not going to get into a pair and have it automatically bust out of these bags every time. There's going to be times, and this is part of my strategy, there's going to be times where these coins that PT buys and then Profit Trailer Defender buys again, there might be times where they end up in bags too, like this, right? So what I'm using to sort of combat this is a DCA strategy on top of this. So this is going to kind of maybe blow some people's mind a little bit on the strategies that I'm using. It's really not that complicated. It's actually quite easy. And I just want to share it with you. Probably not going to upload these settings. I'm still looking into them. You can see them on my screen. If you care enough about your finances and all of this stuff, you can go and you can copy them word for word if you want to, but that means you are doing the work yourself. So I'm happy to have you do that. But anyway, so excluded coins. What this is doing is, or excluded coins, geez, forgive me, enabled coins only. What this is doing is this is enabling only the coins that you want to, which means like only these coins Profit Trailer will look to buy. And so as you can see, the only possible buy I have in my possible buy folder is sub. And the reason for that is because I only have 4 coins, NAV, QLC, and ZRX. I'm already holding in pairs. So quite simple to understand what's going on here. This is a great strategy, in my opinion, because you can use this to basically defend and tell Profit Trailer to only buy the coins that you're defending. And that's really powerful to me, because if I don't want to eat up a ton of balance getting out of these bags, then I can tell Profit Trailer, hey, listen, don't like accidentally buy 15 other coins, fill up my max pairs log. I want you, I'm so deep in bags right now, please only use these coins. Or if you want, you can put a ton of coins in sell only mode. This is kind of one of the things I do. So yeah, I mean, this is my sort of strategy, is use enabled coins only. Hidden coins, normal, excluded coins, normal, DCA excluded. So this is one of the things that I'm using. I'm not sure why IOTA's in there. I probably was messing around with that in testing, but this is one of those things. If I'm going to use a DCA strategy within PTDefender, and what that means is if you have your settings set to target percentage of negative 0.5%, that means that after Profit Trailer buys and PTDefender buys your coin, and you're sitting in this stage waiting for sell, that your coin value immediately after will be at whatever percentage this is, target percentage, okay? So I'm going to use a DCA strategy, because if my coins start to drop to negative 1%, negative 2%, negative 3%, I want my Profit Trailer to DCA these coins to help continually bring me back to that average of close to 0%. Now, this has nothing to do with PTDefender. Like, I cannot stress this enough, because most people think that this has everything to do with PTDefender. It just has nothing to do with it. And it is what it is. Like, you're going to think what you're going to think, but the DCA strategies and the buying of coins has everything to do with Profit Trailer. So what is cool is you can use a DCA strategy to keep yourself in a lower negative bag while using PTDefender. And once those coins, all of them, because say you DCA, right now I'm using PTDefender on QLC, and I have 4,437. Say I DCA this coin, and it brings me to like almost 0% loss. But I have double the amount of coins, like almost 9,000 coins. Well, when that sells out at a profit, what's great about this is PTDefender will list the profit for all of the coins that you just sold. So that's really powerful, because having a DCA strategy may actually help you get out of these bags quicker. And so if you don't understand what this recovered thing is this is the amount of Bitcoin that you have profited overall. So this one has gone through 2 rounds and it's profited this much Bitcoin. So it made 0.000517 blah, blah, blah Bitcoin on those trades. And it basically just adds up all of your profits for each round, and it lists it here in the recovered section. And basically when this recovered section gets to your setting for percent gain, PTDefender will list it as complete. It's simple as that. It will stop defending it. Your settings with shutdown action, which actually I'm noticing a bug. So this is something I'll have to email into their support and say, listen, I don't have a shutdown action anymore. So that's funny. We caught a bug on the fly here. So that's good. We'll see if we can get that fixed. But this shutdown action used to say hold or sell, I believe, or hold remaining or sell remaining, something like that. And basically what that would tell your PTDefender to do is, once it's complete, do you want to hold the rest of your coins in your account, or do you want to sell those coins at a relative loss for what they are now, but you've already recovered whatever your gain is? So you've recovered this amount, which is an overall gain of whatever you put in for your percent gain here. So we're going to go over these settings in more detail in the next video. I'm just trying to give everybody the most complex overview of how this thing works, because yeah, I've been testing it for a week and a half, 2 weeks now, and I pretty much understand what it's doing, especially after all the freaking emails that I've had with support having bugs. I'll find bugs all the time. Like I found a bug here, and they'll probably update it very, very quickly. So yeah, just keep in mind. Let's see, where were we? So DCA strategies. We got to get back to the settings. We got to run through this. I'm getting over this video. So let's see. All of this stuff is very similar. This is just your indicators. This is how profit trailer is buying. So I feel like I'm going over a profit trailer tutorial in this video when it's really has nothing to do with Defender. Like they're completely separate. Defaults. This is very, very important actually. So these are your strategies. If you're having issues with profit trailer buying your coins, first check your strategies, your buy strategies. Are they enabled here? Like where is your coin ending up? So this is another huge question I get. And this is something the support staff asked me to talk about in a video. And when PTDefender breaks up your coins, it breaks it up into two small pieces or 2 pieces, one small piece and one large piece. When the small piece is held back in your account, it can end up in a couple places. It can end up in the dust log, which we saw earlier in the video. It can also end up in the DCA log. And if it ends up in the dust log, then your regular buying strategies, if you're using PTFeeder, if you're using Profit Trailer, your default buying strategies are what's used to purchase a dust coin, because Profit Trailer does not look at dust as if you own dust. It should show up in your possible buy log. If it's not showing up here, then you are having major issues with your Profit Trailer settings. This is Profit Trailer settings, not Defender settings, causing this not to rebuy your coin. It has everything. Like we've talked about this in my Discord a million times. It has to do with minimum buy volume. It has to do with maximum pairs. It has to do with enabled pairs, sell only mode pairs. This is all Profit Trailer stuff. And so I can't even describe how many times I've been messaged about PTDefender being in waiting for buy. And what's funny is I'm in waiting for sell on all of them right now. So to me, it's kind of funny that everybody's saying I'm in waiting for buy. I'm in waiting for buy. Well, it's just a user error, which is okay. I totally get it. I totally get the user error. It's just we need to clear it up so everybody starts to understand how to use this thing. So anyway, let's continue. If your coins end up in the DCA folder after the split, right? It's placed a pending order and then it holds back the small portion of coins. The small portion can go in the dust or the DCA. If they end up in the DCA folder, very important, is going to use your DCA buying strategies to buy and rebuy that coin. So it's possible that you are sitting in waiting for buy state because your DCA values are not allowing Profit Trailer to rebuy this coin. That's very, very important. So as you've definitely gotten the hint by now, is everything has to do with your Profit Trailer settings. And you can set these up in a way to benefit you and kind of cycle through these coins quicker. So I've had 100 sales in a few days. And so it's different for every person because everybody's settings are different. So we'll just move on. I am using in my defaults a sell value of 0.25. And the reason I am doing this, and this may not be the best way to make a ton of profit, the reason I'm doing this is so that way I can get through all of these bags as quick as possible. And I don't know for sure if this is the best way to use this product. I'm not sure. But I have noticed that when I use a max profit and I use a take profit percentage and I use a gain of 0.25%, I get a lot more sales. Some of them are a lot smaller. Some of them are 6 cents. 6 cents. I have some 7. I had a $47 sale. I had a $3 sale. Very random actually, but these were pretty large bags that I was getting rid of. So this was PTDefender that sold this ZRX bag. So it does work. You just have to understand how the settings work, and it's cycling through. And so I've been doing some crazy testing, and I will continue to do this, and I'll give you guys my updates on how this works. We can go back to the settings here. If there's anything else that I kind of missed, I'll try and find it. But the DCA sell value is also it's at a gain of 0.2. And the reason for that is I'm just trying to cycle through these and see how many rounds I can get in, see how much I can recover from my losses. Another question I get is this updated at. This thing is an update every time. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, so I'd love for someone to clarify, but this is updated every time this changes. So if I'm not mistaken, you could probably track this. 645, whatever. So that's my understanding. It does not mean that PTDefender is dead and it's not working anymore and needs to be refreshed. It's literally just waiting for Profit Trailer to sell your coins. That is what we're waiting on. And you can see that in your Profit Trailer pairs folder. None of these are ready to sell yet. They're at negative 1.4, negative 3. So that's what you're working with there. Let me pull up the pages back here. Same idea in here. I'm really not changing much, and I'll slowly kind of go through the rest of this just so you can see what I'm using. I'm using my DCA buy triggers. I'm using Anderson for DCA. If your DCA values or DCA buying strategies are too conservative, it's very likely that you will end up in this waiting for buy or waiting for sell state if your sell strategies are too conservative. So it all has to do with Profit Trailer. So I hope this clears it up. I really hope this clears up this whole issue. I really apologize for the super long video. I really didn't want to make this that long, but I just had a lot to talk about. This is a very complex project. It's a very complex software. I'm going to dig into the settings and math because I don't fully understand all of them yet. So I'll get into that on the next video. Leave a comment with any questions you have. Join our Discord and join the PTDefender Discord to get help. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you later.